but I actually want to get a little bit more color on what's happening on the ground in DC. We have Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith here with us to let us know what's happening in DC right now. And Jess, I'm hoping you can give us a little bit of an overview of what we're kind of seeing in some of those images and those pictures.
Yeah, Kristen, this is just such a different inauguration than anything we have ever seen before. Typically, you have the National Mall packed with hundreds of thousands, potentially, of people, all of those people there to watch this peaceful transfer of power. But this year, you have the National Mall filled with flags. You have just about 1,000 people actually attending the swearing-in ceremony. Everyone's socially distanced. It's so different because of both the pandemic and the increased security that we are seeing all across the district because of that attack on the Capitol that happened just 2 weeks ago. We've seen members of Congress, there are former presidents, former members of Congress, all at the Capitol today watching this ceremony. And it was really striking to see the president-elect walk up those stairs in the Capitol, the very stairs that just 2 weeks ago all of those people, those pro-Trump rioters, stormed the Capitol there. So I think that really sends a message about moving forward and trying to move past this as they did try to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power. We also saw Eugene Goodman, who was that Capitol police officer who led that mob away from the Senate chamber all by himself during that riot. We saw him escort Vice President-elect Kamala Harris as she was walking up those steps into the Capitol. We've also heard from people like former House Speaker Paul Ryan. He said to reporters there that the institutions have been tested over the past year, and he said he was there to honor the process. Of course, one person who is not there is the outgoing president. President Trump it looks like he just landed in Florida. He left D.C. this morning, making him the first president in more than 150 years who did not attend the next president's inauguration. He did speak briefly this morning and kind of signaled what we might hear from him over the next few years, saying we'll be back in some form. He never mentioned the Biden administration by name, but we did hear from him there just as he was taking off, getting out of town before all of this got started. But when President-elect Biden, he'll be President Biden, makes his inaugural address, he is going to call for unity. He's going to focus on uniting the country, which, of course, will be a huge challenge in a time when both politicians and the country are so divided.